West Ham won, Manchester United won, and I just knew it. I wasn't trying to be negative. I wasn't trying to put a downer on this amazing bounce that we've had under Carrick since he's taken over. But we just cannot beat West Ham at that fucking stadium. We cannot beat West Ham away. I think I read a stat, not since 2021, over 5 years. What were we thinking? What were we thinking? And part of me wanted to believe it, of course. Sweeping away Man City, beating Arsenal in the manner we did, winning against Fulham, beating Spurs, who have now sacked their manager, Frank. Thank God they waited until after our game to do that. It's going to sound silly in hindsight, but I still wasn't convinced. I was still kind of like, take it easy, take it easy. Paciencia, tranquilo, calma, as they say. Awful performance again yesterday. We've gone back to how we look against low blocks. I thought we had improved on that against Fulham, against Spurs as well when they went down to 10 men, but we're back to kind of low block FC, not having a Scooby-Doo what to do in a low block. And the answer to that yesterday from Carrick was throw Casemiro up front, bring Bruno back to DM so we can throw Casemiro up front. Ahmad looking like he's wasteful, not got a clue self again. I got knocked big time when I was on TFT a few months ago saying Ahmad is just an Anthony 2.0, and he's been better lately. He's a great, great part of the team. He's just not good enough for me. He's just not good enough for me. And that last chance in the last minute showed that absolutely clueless. Have a shot, pick your man, beat your man, do something. It's basically just giving up and giving it away, just like his previous manager, Ruben Amorim. Dallo, I mean, so many people have said to me he's been a lot better recently. He's really stepped up. He's awful, Dallo. He's absolutely awful. He's obviously a nice guy, model professional. I reckon he's one of the first to train in, maybe one of the last to leave. Maybe wears a nice aftershave, if that's what you call it these days, eau de toilette, or whatever you call it these days. That's about it. Because as for a footballer of Manchester United, he's awful. Can't put a ball in to save his life. He thinks he's quite handy as well with his right foot. He's fucking shit. Absolutely awful. And yeah, like I said earlier in the video, it's just low blocks. We just struggle with it. Didn't have an answer. And Sesko came on. He was fucking awful. I'm going to say it straight. Couldn't hold up the ball. Couldn't play the ball off to anyone. But his goal was a fucking finish. Beautiful, beautiful finish. I'm not going to take it away from him. And listen, he stepped up recently. He's scoring goals. He's doing what he's been brought in for. But I was pretty frustrated with him when he came on. First thing, this guy's fucking awful again. Can't win a ball in the air. Can't control a ball on the floor. Apart from the goal, he was awful. I'm going to say it straight. But the goal was fantastic. And he's the reason we left without a loss. But it's funny, yeah. It's funny. It was only a few months ago, like I said, I was celebrating a 4-4 draw with Bournemouth. And now here I am, gutted about a 1-1 draw with West Ham. But it's in context of how we've been playing, how things have improved. But this is why I was on Don Hussam's show yesterday before the game. I predicted we finish 5th. I predicted on my show, the Emotions Room that we do every Monday, that I'd finish 5th. And the reason for that is I'm not convinced. This is still the same set of players, that was really struggling under Amorim. Granted, playing out of position. But it could genuinely be a bounce. I'm hoping the bounce is good enough to carry us through so that we qualify for the Champions League. But yesterday was frustrating. And I said this on the Emotions Room. The most frustrating thing about it is this fucking geezer with his hair. Fair play to him. I wish I had done that with my beard, I'd be full of followers and there'd be more than 20 people that watch this video, whatever it is. By the way, I appreciate every single one of you that do. But blimey, I've seen little clips and maybe it's being portrayed that way. It looks like he looks happy that we're not winning the game. He looks like he looks happy that the gimmick's continuing. I heard Goldbridge the other day say on the Football Terrace, is a hot take show that he does with Terry, that he's only raised £6,000 for charity. How's that working? 1.2 million followers on Instagram and you've only raised 6k for charity. That's I mean, listen, you got to earn some money. You are putting content out. You are growing your hair. You got to gain something from it. You got to pay the bills, right? To go full time with content. I totally get it, but only raising 6K after nearly 500 days of Manchester United not winning 5 in a row. Starting to annoy me, this guy. It really is starting to annoy me. And dare I say it, it's almost like he's jinxed it yesterday. He's fucking jinxed it. And we can't act like the players ain't thinking about it. The players are thinking, shit, we got to win this game 5 in a row. Finally, this cloud that's been hanging over us as a club. And it's turned into a cloud. That's what it's turned into. And listen, he's raising awareness. He's raising awareness that we haven't won 5 games in a row for however long, which is unacceptable. But at the same time, it's now becoming a cloud. It's now becoming an obstacle that we're struggling to get over. And I really thought it was it yesterday. But listen, it wasn't a loss. We got the draw. We got a point. Chelsea also drew yesterday. So it's not the end of the world. We move forward. But in terms of performance, in regards to how our performances have been over the last 4 games compared to yesterday, it was back to trademark Manchester United that we've been watching over the last 1 to 2 years. Pass, 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 not incisive, lack of energy. And it's a worry of mine. It's a worry of mine that, Ruben Amorim's left him a team that's pretty fit, a very fit team. They've shown that over the last 4 games, running hard from the first whistle till the last. Yesterday, yes, they scored in the last minute, so you could argue they pushed till the very end. I'm not arguing against that. But you watched us. It wasn't quick. It wasn't incisive. It just wasn't what it has been. And is the only explanation for that because of a low block? Because of a low block, West Ham respected us. We've earned some respect over the last 4 games. So a team like West Ham has now respected us, sat back, hit us on the counter, got the goal, and here we are again struggling to break down low blocks. Is it as simple as that? Or is the fitness starting to wane down a little bit? The change of coaching staff, maybe focusing more on football, focusing more on positioning, which has got us amazing results. But now the fitness is dropping off. I don't know. I hope it's a one-off. I hope it's the fact that we struggle at the London Stadium, and I hope we can kick on and win the next game, which I believe is Everton in like 2 weeks. That break's fucking annoying as well, isn't it? All I'm saying is United fans, we needed to just... This is a very good bouncy ball that Carrick got and bounced. And I said this on the last live show, the Emotions Room, but we're Manchester United, and it's Manchester United at the moment, even a solid rubber bouncy ball can somehow get some air in it and flatten out. And it really did feel like that yesterday. We're good enough to win. We're good enough to beat West Ham. We've got good enough players to beat West Ham. Subbing off Cunha to bring on Xerxes. I like Xerxes, but Cunha's on fire at the moment. On fire. Keep your best players on. Keep your best players on. You were losing anyway. You might as well lose the game 2. You might as well lose the game 2-0. Listen, the United DNA. I'm going to finish the video here with that. I'm all for losing the game 2-0, but going for it and trying to win it 2-1. You know what I mean? Keeping Cunha on and bringing Xerxes on. Sacrificing a defender. So what? Listen, maybe we got too excited over the last 4 games. That's normal. That's emotions. That's what being a fan is all about. But maybe this is what's needed. Maybe this is what's needed for us as fans to realise Carrick, although doing a great job, and I think he'll get us Champions League, this is exactly what he's been brought in to do. But we need to stay in the lane. We need to stay in the thought process of Luis Enrique, Thomas Tuchel, an elite manager. We can't drift from that. Not yet, anyway. And I've put it out there. The only time I drift from that is if he finished 2nd or 3rd. Really kicks on. This momentum continues. Doesn't lose a game for the rest of the season. And I know that's high stakes, and I know that's high standards. But that's the only way you're going to convince me, Carrick, because I need someone elite now. I've had enough of all of these stopgaps and hiring people maybe at the tail end of their career, like Jose Mourinho, hiring him a little bit too late, hiring Louis van Gaal once he was basically in retirement. And then all these Ten Hags, Amarims, this next big thing, Glasner, De Zerbi. No, thank you. I need proven. I need elite right now. Enrique, Tuchel, Conte. People of that ilk. Even Ancelotti, people like that. Even then Ancelotti, I feel like maybe is in retirement phase. This is just a stark reminder for us Man United fans that we just need to keep it. Stop the giddiness, as rival fans have been painting us with. They've been painting us with that because they're scared also. When you see Manchester United playing like we played in the last 4 games, you get scared. That's what's scary, by the way. Not watching Arsenal, the rugby team, play football. That's not scary. Watching Man United hit teams the way we've been hitting teams, that's scary. And it scares the rest of the league. It makes me feel, shit, are United back? Fuck. Because the minute this monster's back, the minute this monster gets reawakened, it's a different ballgame for the rest of the league. Pep Guardiola's on the way out eventually. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year tops. Arteta, yeah, listen, he looks like he might take it this year, but that's not sustainable the way he's winning this league. Surely, eventually there'll be an answer to the winning formula of his set piece FC corner taking nonsense, WWE corners that he takes. There's an opening there. Who's going to be the next team to take it? Is it Liverpool? Is it Manchester United? Is it Chelsea? Are we going to let Man City kick on and get Luis Enrique? Are we going to let Man City kick on and get the next best in class? This is why results like this, although I'm gutted, although I want Carrick to kick on and do well, I think results like this is what's needed right now, to be honest. Some balance, some perspective, so we hire the right man for the job for moving forward. Anyway, guys, catch you on the next one. This is the first video I've done in a while. It's been live. So please like, subscribe. Please drop a comment below. As you know, I always get back to all of you. How do you feel after this? How does this make you feel about Carrick? How does this make you feel about the current setup and where we're going moving forward? It wasn't a bad result. And when I compare it to how we were against Bournemouth and I was celebrating a 4-4, this isn't a bad result. 5 games, 4 wins, 1 draw. I'd have bitten your hand off after Amorim left for that. So we'll take it. Catch you on the next one, guys. Boom.